What is good, guys? It's your boy Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the one and only Nio, what the technical analysis is showing about Nio. I'm going to talk about what the mainstream media is saying about Nio as well before I give you guys my Nio price prediction for tomorrow and the near-term future. Alongside, I'm going to answer the question, when do I think Nio is going to break $100 a share? I'm going to give you my long-term prediction and what I think is going to go down. But before I do talk about anything like this, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so do not take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see movies like this on the same, but this entire Nio community as a whole. With all of that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Nio from a technical perspective, we can see that it's currently down 2.87% for the day. It's at about $39.31, still a little bit below the $40 level of resistance, but Nio did break past it yesterday at $42.61 a share. At the 1 day, 1 minute candles, we can see that Nio from a Bollinger standpoint was on this downward trajectory. And right over here, we can see that there was quite a bit of volatility from the very beginning. It did start off at $41.28. But once again, when Nio has those big days, it is not surprising to see a red day as there is some profit taking that happens. But it was on this bit of a downward trajectory happening again and again and again. And look, things like this happen. It's totally normal. It's totally fine. I'm used to it. But look right over here. Towards the closing, we did close right between the mean price and 1 Bollinger below it, which shows that we had a decent closing, not too bad, not too horrible. But overall, we are a bit in the red, but I'm not surprised because it still has more room to run. Now, I also want to bring up the MACD, and I'm going to show it over the 6-month chart. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it shows what is going on with Nio right now. So looking at Nio, as it did run all the way up to $42.61, there was a very, very good bullish cycle that happened. Now, the MACD did flip, guys, which is an indicator that Nio might drop a little bit, but there were instances where this happened for very short periods of time, which means that Nio might drop a little bit more for a little bit of time before it begins to run up again. So be on the lookout for that. Nio could run a little bit down, maybe to the $38 level, maybe it's around $38.50. And if Nio does drop a little bit, don't be surprised if you see Nio running up in the green again, because we are approaching some big days and huge catalysts coming up. Now, the last thing I want to look at is at the 6-month chart while looking at some RSI right over here. If we look at the RSI, we can see that Nio is a little bit overbought, but it's showing quite a bit of strength right now relative to before. And the strength that Nio has shows that you could make the argument that the thing is still undervalued and it still has a lot of room to keep on going forward. But right now, it is dropping just a little bit because it did have that very huge run up in a very short period of time. And you can see that there were moments where it ran all the way up, it dropped a little bit, ran up again, dropped, ran all the way up, kept going, then dropped and dropped and dropped before running up again. So we might see another moment where Nio drops for a little bit of time, and yeah, it might drop for maybe just for a few days next week, maybe even for an entire week before having another big run up again. And that's what this pattern is showing. I'm still very bullish, especially because of the big catalyst that happened. So anyways, I'm going to go over what the news is saying before I answer the questions and go over technicals. But remember, Goldman Sachs stated that Nio can break $56 this year, which is absolutely fantastic. And I want to put it out there, guys. $56 is not a bad target, especially considering that on December 18th, which is less than 2 months away from right now, the time I'm talking, less than 2 months away, guys. Nio Day is coming this year on December 18th, 2021. They did move it a little bit closer. Why? Because they may want a boost in the share price. They may want to announce some really big things as soon as possible from the new models, new cars, and possibly more data and updates regarding their European expansion coming up very soon. Let's go, guys. Their ET7 is looking absolutely phenomenal. We cannot also forget about German expansion that's coming out. There's soon going to be delivering cars to Germany. So it's all coming up, especially with the new sedan that's absolutely luxurious. It's all coming up, but you have to give Nio a little bit of time. But anyways, before I do any predictions, let's go over what the news is saying. Basically, the Motley Fool came out with an article that says, why is everyone talking about Nio stock? And it basically talks about how they use the Nio house and several convenient vehicle options to grow customer loyalty. That has to do with Nio's fundamentals. Nio moved into Norway this year and it has sites on Germany, and new products and expanded production capability will be coming in 2022. So everyone's excited for Nio. Big things are coming. I mean, I don't even know what to say. The Nio houses are just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. It's giving them that brand, that loyalty. This is what Nio needs to improve as a company because they give amazing customer experience. Customers love the company. They like to come back. They have really good childcare facilities, living rooms, conference rooms, and so on and so forth. And even cafes and libraries. And that's going to be phenomenal for their company as their investors that are buying their cars simultaneously. People that buy the cars, they have insane room to build a community and fall in love with this company because of what the brand is offering. On top of that, guys, we know about their move outside of China where they have a new Nio ecosystem that's coming out, and that's going to be big when it comes to the Norway expansion coming out very soon. Not to mention the fact that they allow people to replace their batteries just quickly, not have to worry about charging times. It's absolutely amazing. Don't forget about their ET7 luxury sedan. I was talking about that earlier, and that's going to be fantastic simultaneously. I mean, there's so many new innovative products coming out, such as the 150 kilowatt battery with a range of 600 miles for the ET7, and it's going to be available in possibly Germany very soon by 2022, maybe even earlier. But I just want to put it out there, guys. It's going to be fantastic. We are very excited that by next year, Nio is going to be in Europe. They're going to be doubling their current capability very soon because they have a new plans coming out that's going to double their current capacity to as much as 300,000 vehicles annually. That's going to be fantastic. And that to me just makes me very, very excited for what is going to be coming. It's also important to note that they have very, very good amounts of EV sales and a valuation of 60 billion coming out. So everything is looking good for the company. They got the fundamentals right. They have good customer service. Everything is just killing it. The monthly Full Austral reported that the two leading electric vehicle stocks to buy in 2021, they put one of them as Ford and another one as Nio. So obviously Tesla's a great company. I don't want to throw any shade at any company. I just want to put it out there that Ford is great. And also Nio. Nio is absolutely fantastic. It's known as the Tesla of China. They're already growing at lightning speed. You can see that in the growth of their quarterly deliveries reports. And their global deliveries jumped over 125.7% year over year to over 10,600 cars. And that's just the fact that Nio is just a young company. It's only 7 years old, yet they're producing these insane numbers. So I'm just putting it out there that this thing has insane potential. Now, it was also noted that what to look for as Chinese EV makers like BYD and Nio and X-Peng roll out their earnings reports. So when earnings report comes out, it's going to be huge. Now, I'm not subscribed to CNBC, so I can't go into full details, but I do want to put it out there that we can see big earnings reports come out for Chinese EV makers. And I just want to talk about that because one report can affect the report of other companies out there. They tend to move very collectively, not always, but they tend to move that way. And I'm just putting it out there that just have an eye out for that to come out. But I'm very excited. Now, it was also known that Nio stock dropped on Wednesday, and this is going to be an opportunity. Is it an opportunity? And right over here, it says that Nio's chief rival Tesla is firing on all cylinders after 100,000 vehicles were ordered from Hertz, but Nio, on the other hand, did drop just slightly, and people are seeing this as a very good buying opportunity. They're saying that Nio will not be edged out in the short span of things. Nio is one of the top luxury car makers in China and it's delivered more vehicles last quarter than ever before. It's going to begin selling in Germany possibly quite soon. It's already selling in Europe, and they're just going to be huge. So give this company the time it needs. They're going global. They're going to kill it. So I went over the latest pieces of news. People are very hyped up for December 18th. And I think that leading up to December 18th, we should see Nio back to $56, somewhere around there. And then I think that by next year, this may be difficult, but I do think it's possible for us to see Nio touch $100 now. If we start off in the 50s and make it to the 60s, it is possible to slowly see Nio hit $100 by this time next year, leading up to the next Nio Day, which may be in December or early next year, and we could see Nio in $100 by then. With that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm very excited for Nio. Don't take my predictions seriously. Just take them with a grain of salt. It's all just based off speculation. Things could happen. Nio might even go higher than that. So please do your own due diligence. Have respect for others, and guys, take care. Give Nio the time it needs, and it's going to crush it. We are very excited for next year. This year was not the best for EV companies, but guys, It's coming. Be patient, because imagine what Nio is going to be like in 10 years. Imagine Nio in 5 years from now. There's going to be insane growth. Give it the time it needs and never give up on your dreams. Thank you and have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.